What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Reemo, aka Mr. Riche Threads, back at you with another installment of Let's Talk Fashion, powered by the JBT Network. And for those that don't know, might be here for the first time, the JBT Network, which is the Just Boxing Talk community, where it's not just all about boxing talk. Because, like here, we got Let's Talk Fashion, where we talk about fashion, sports, and culture. We got for the hardcores in the morning, the coffee club. We got Jay Hardcore in the morning around 8 o'clock or whenever he decides to get up on time. We do have other shows. We got the history of boxing by my boy Cass Sports. We also has The Voice, Just Do Boxing. He's at 4 o'clock. What else we got on this network? We got BVO, Mr. Controversy himself. The Mighty Rise podcast is also on the docket. We got the Angry White folks. We got Prison Talk with Coach Tommy. We got a plethora of everything. And we got the casuals with me and my boy Ant McQueen. But with all that being said, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Fashion. I am your host, Reemo, aka Mr. Riche Threads. And I know it's a different little feel, you know. We playing with different, road shows and studio shows, and we got another little layout here for you. It's calm, it's cozy, it's casual. Wink wink. But before I even get into the show itself, man, I've been very, very impressed by the engagements and, people been leaving the comments and following and actually taking part in the show and what they've been enjoying and, causing me to actually want to do more of these and enjoy myself while I'm doing it. And each episode we getting better, the visuals getting better, the efforts are getting better. And I'm just here to do my job and enjoy it at the same time. With all that being said, let's jump right into this week's episode. I'm flying dolo this week. Yeah, it's just me. But I got a couple things that I want to discuss. And I really want to talk about what the fuck is going on with y'all up at Nike, man. It's been a lot going on at Nike, and y'all been suing crazy. Y'all been sending a lot of people to court as of late. I give you names like Odell Beckham, Kool Kai, the shoe surgeon. Don't he make customs? Yeah, the shoe surgeon was up in there, up in litigations with them bait. Odell Beckham Jr. I don't even know what brought about the lawsuit because they were kind of suing each other on some countersuit shit. I don't know why, but Nike gonna do what Nike want to do. New Balance even got a little court action and Skechers. Yeah, Skechers too. So I don't know what's really going on that Nike has decided that they're gonna lay the litigation across the board on a lot of these entities. And I think it's personally a reach. I think that they see, things aren't going the Nike way where the culture is kind of shifting away from just doing it or just being Nike or just being about Nike, where people are risking it all to try different things. They want to have different feels. People are getting old and they want comfortability versus just fashionable. And some of the hits are just not hitting the same like they once were once upon a time. And it's okay to say, and it's okay to have differences in the culture. But the thing is with Nike, rather than bringing in people of the culture and people that they trying to sue and get them off the board, which they should be trying to give them support them to like partnerships or, like, let's say for instance, New Balance has brought in just a plethora of talent. Joe Freshgood, they got Action Bronson as a curator, Slade Bembry. The list could go on with those guys or with the way they're doing things over there. But culturally, like brands are finding ways to reach out to these, influences, I would say, that's kind of pushing the needle towards the youth. And the old traditional silhouettes that they've been giving us for all of these years, they quite aren't hitting the same. They've been retroing us to death. But the retro that they've been bringing out, I don't know if they're trying to attack the resale market, the customizers. I don't really know where they're trying to get with the trajectory or the direction that they've been pushing Nike as of late. So rather than bringing in new talent, rather than doing it the right way, what have they chose to do? I'm going to sue you. I'm going to get the competition off the board by taking it to the legal room. Is this a nasty effort? Yeah, I get it. I know they don't like the competition and they don't want to do better. And what always worked for them will always work for them. And anything that's kind of working for other brands that have anything to do or anything to look in the reminiscence of a Nike, what will they do?
High five. I'm going to sue you out of existence.
I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. According to the court documents, the OBJ kind of situation, they sued one another, and this person won and that person won, and then nobody won. So basically no money was exchanged, no damages had to been paid out, but they just disagreed to agree to part ways with one another. And I think OBJ kind of like, as far as on the field, for the last decade and a half, maybe, he's been one of those guys you really see put together fashion in different unique ways, custom cleats. He's been all over the place with globally, and he's played in a lot of big markets. He's been in New York, he's been in LA. Currently he's down there in Miami. So he's somebody who could be a poster child for a lot of these brands who choose to continue doing business and work with OBJ. But it doesn't seem like Nike is one of them. Now, the one with the shoe surgeon, this kind of puzzled me because the shoe surgeon has been doing this for years, where he's actually taken some of Nike's iconic and classic silhouettes and kind of just remastered them to his own liking, different materials. And a lot of these are based on customers' requests. So I don't know why the need for Nike to say, I'm going to go after this guy when he typically make custom one-on-ones on the customer's request. He's done a couple we've gone on this plenty of times in several different episodes where, boxers, basketball players, football players, athletes across the world, influencers have reached out to the surgeon and got custom something from him. And for them now to attack him, it kind of seems like a reach, because it's not like he's just pulling from one silhouette. Shout out to, Cool Kai. He had a hot summer a couple years back where, he actually used the Jordan 1 silhouette and I guess the whole thing, and put a little strike on it, like a thunderbolt strike, and they were actually moving. I never owned a pair because I never was really into the, I want to say copycat versions of Jordans, or Jordan 1s, that is, and it never deemed to be, I guess, okay in my book to even be doing that. But to each his own. But he was bringing unique colorways and very different materials, and people were buying into what he was presenting. And I think Nike didn't appreciate it because they traditionally don't do that. They stick with the classic colorways and they overprice and overhype, and then we keep buying the same things and the same things. And then when they do give us different colors, traditionally from Nike, something about it, we don't attract to it, and they sit on the shelves. And I think that's kind of the aspect of why they went after somebody like a Cool Kai. It's good to see him turn around and have a collab with Nordstrom's, where now he gets to put his effort in a department store because it has influence and it makes sense. Rather than Nike bring him in and bring him under the wing to like help develop and culture a new wave, they try to get rid of the competition by forcing him to pay, I believe it was $1 million in damages, but $1 million in damages ended up being a blessing, where he found himself into a new situation, which is pretty dope. New York kid doing his thing, man. So shout out to that dude. Shout out to Bait. Shout out to everybody that Nike's trying to bury underneath the litigations of, fashion. It is what it is. Let's see what else we got. So now, Little Yachty. You've been making a lot of traction in these streets, man. For the good, for the bad, and for the ugly. I get it. I guess they say, all media is good media when your name is in the headlines, the tabloids, whatever the case might be. But Yachty, I think you played yourself with this one. Let's check out exactly what he said, and then we can discuss where he might have been right, where he might have been wrong, and where he totally went left. Let's check it out.
So interesting. I feel like New York didn't have like this, like, I don't want to say identity, but like it's so, y'all are so clearly separated now. Like, as far as, like, everyone used to just kind of copy Atlanta, and now it just feels like, you even said it yourself. I mean, I'm not.
You already kind of gave it away. Like, what we
You said it.
copy?
I mean, you just said even, like, the influence was extremely heavy
But what
from
we
Atlanta.
copy, though, is
I mean, we could
terms
go
like,
as far as, like, rap flows.
no, not rap, like real life.
Oh, as far as style goes, I mean, y'all
Thug Name
got it.
N6.
I don't think it's shit going on when it comes to, like, New York fashion. So, like
New York fashion, like
as far as, like, y'all like Purple Label, Purple, and like a Mary
mix with the none of my
y'all wear Mary with the boys brands. Y'all really supportive. Y'all wear all y'all homie shit.
Yeah, we wear our homie shit.
I know, and we can tell that y'all homies.
But don't try to act like y'all wasn't coming to Soho. Like,
I was, but that don't count. Soho's a different type of thing. Y'all
count,
bro.
That shit count, bro.
Bro, Queens, we used to Queensbrook, Bronx, all those three boroughs are nothing like a Manhattan type.
So what? New York.
I just feel like people in those outskirts, Queens, Bronx, do they even come to
outskirts?
Well, I mean, in those boroughs, in those surrounding boroughs, I feel like, do they even bring, like, do you, well, not you, but do people you grew up with spend time in Soho? Because that's just what I heard. I heard that people don't fuck with Soho and Manhattan. Like, I heard people stay away from
like somebody. I got different groups of like. I mean, some of my guys really go to Soho. You know what I'm saying? Some of my guys stay in the hood. But it's still New York. You can't just take Soho out and just say, yeah.
You ask me, honestly, I think Atlanta is terrible too. So I think.
So who's that? Like, nah, bro.
It's just me, myself, and I stand on the hill alone.
See, now, to sit on the sofa with a bunch of New York dudes dressed like an authentic New York guy, it's kind of crazy to me. So, you don't appreciate our fashion, but you dress just like us. And some of the shit that I seen you in, Echo and Nietzsche, we wasn't wearing that type of shit in New York City. It was around in department stores, but it wasn't something that, we say was swaggy or, we really pulled to as far as like fashionable labels that we actually wore. So for you now in 2024 to be grabbing some of these items because they're big and baggy and you thrifted them somewhere from a New York shop and then say like New York people can't dress or nobody influences fashion because New York isn't it no more. Nah, that's not the case. Because everything that you wear looks like a New York nigga. From baggy pants to Timbs. You cannot be saying all of this wearing Timberland boots. And the fact you saying that is kind of wild. But I kind of blame New Yorkers for this. Because at some point in time, we stopped trying to be traditional New Yorkers and we started trying to dress like other regions of the countries. And it lends to comments like this coming from people from, let's say, Atlanta. Atlanta was a hub of, Black culture, but they used to look at the way New Yorkers came and was dressing and, you had T.I. and all of them coming up to New York and trying to get the New York feel of fashion rather than having that country Southern feel to their fashion. But now they got to just, those like this just talking out of pocket. And it's because we try to lend ourselves to this fast fashion. I think that's what we as New Yorkers and we as, tri-state areas or from the East Coast, we made a lot of mistakes with not being trendsetters. And he did make statements about, us wearing our friends' brands and, it's very supportive. I get it. But in the same instance, you cause for commentary like such where people could question us now because it's like, is the brand hot? Or are we wearing it because it's our friend and we want to support our friend? And when it gets too hot, it gets a little bit oversaturated where it's not respected as fashion anymore. It's more seen as like a wave or, a trend in the fashion space rather than being, hot. You can look at it two different ways, but I think just Yachty was just out of pocket with a lot of the statements that he made. And as a New York nigga, I'm biased. I'm not jacking it at all. So, Yachty, you figure out what you want to do because I see you had a little apology. Matter of fact, let's check out the apology before we move on.
Okay. I don't got shit else to say. I'm gone off this internet shit. I think I'm gone for the rest of the year. I swear to God, I ain't got shit else to say. I ain't posting no more shit. I'm not posting no fits. I ain't got shit to say. I'm deleting the apps off my phone. I swear to God, I'm so off the shit. I'm not tweeting.
See now, that's what I'm talking about. That's more like it. Be humble. Humble yourself because it's a couple of the cats are like, yo, you're not that guy. ASAP, Nas, and I get it. I get it. But y'all allowed this shit for people to feel comfortable to talk to us like that. So, Yachty, I appreciate the apology. And it's best that you just take some time out from the media. Shh. Just take it easy. Let's see what else we got going on today. High-end brands, they're talking about the deduction in numbers. Gucci actually reported that 50% down in sales. Fendi looking the same. All these other big label brands have been hit with the urban bug. When I say the urban bug, I think they kind of fell into the point where designer doesn't mean that it's key anymore. And it's not viewed the same like it once was because they've kind of been placed into the fast fashion thing where when we've done it, we felt as though we can't use this brand anymore. We're good. So we're moving on from it. And this has happened and lended itself a couple times now where Dior was a big thing and a Mary was a big thing and it came and it went. So now these people are thinking, oh, the threshold number is so high from last year's sales that, it should continue next year and continue to the year after. But with us, we've been moving on so fast from these brands, and these brands are figuring, all right, you know what, the sales will pick back up in the second quarter or something like that. When theoretically, we're treating it like streetwear brand. We're oversaturating the market with this stuff, and then when it's time for us to get rid of it, we good. Nah, we really don't want it no more. And that's just how this shit goes. So for them to say, like, they're down in sales and, boo fucking who? This shit happens all the time. Figure it out. Y'all are some of the biggest fashion houses around. Y'all got some of the craziest influencers. Y'all got Tyler, the Creator. Y'all got ASAP Rocky. Y'all got Rihanna. Y'all got, well, rest in peace, Virgil. He's not around anymore. There's so many different people y'all been borrowing from our culture. Just figure it out. And if you can't do it, go back to y'all shit that y'all do and let us do what we do. And that's a problem with us as people. We should be doing what we do and not trying to form fit into the shit that, they want to be part of our culture. But that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother time. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Enjoying the content? Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to Let's Talk Fashion every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Enjoy.
Now, welcome back. Before we get too crazy, I want to give a big shout out to the Olympics, man. Y'all been doing a great job. It's been hella entertaining. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, Snoop Lion, whatever y'all want to call him. Snoop D-O double G. At this point in time, Snoop legend, because I don't know whose brilliant idea it was to bring Snoop Dogg to bring the torch out, to be the torch bearer, I guess, or the inaugural ceremony, like guy for the Olympics. And he chose Snoop. But Snoop been killing it every day that we've been seeing him. He popped out with Martha Stewart. The fit's been fitting. I like everything he's been doing there. He's been hella entertaining. I think this is where marketing takes its next step when it comes to sports and finding people like Snoop and, these other entertaining guys who make sports viewership fun for those who are particularly casuals. Mind you, Snoop is, I guess, one of the most iconic rappers or people in the world in general at this point in time. But what they doing with Snoop there, and then fashionably, you wouldn't have seen Snoop, but before we knew him for a blue bandana, a long white tee, some Chuck Taylors, and some chinos. But that is no longer him. He's a grandfather. He was big in sports at one point in time, and he's carrying the Olympics all by his lonesome, on the field, off the field. After the shit is over, he's still talking shit on camera, and then his IG is entertaining. Snoop is just Snoop, man. What can you say? Aside from that, though, and I don't know whose decision it was, but in Paris, they made the Olympics turn into a fashion show. each country represented. And, you know, the dope thing about each country getting a chance to represent, you know, their native heritage was that they lended their heritage to the way that they dress. And that right there, I appreciated the most. To the point where the U.S. actually came out with like almost dad-like friendly, you know, attire. It didn't lend like fashionably loud. They went blazers and jeans, and it didn't give that aesthetic where, you know, we were trying to dress up. And I know they're sponsored by Polo. That's been for years. And then the athletes are sponsored by Nike. So they kind of look for Nike athletes, which is also cool in itself. But we didn't give that runway feel that we should have did. Like the South Sudan, when I say they came to show out, and like I said last episode on the casuals, they were sponsored by Luol Deng the whole time that they've been in consideration for the Olympics. And for them to show and lend their native heritage with a little bit of swag and style and aura, I'm not mad at them at all. It was a couple other countries that I've seen, but they were actually, everybody was just having fun with their native, you know, ancestral robes. Each of them looked fire. And then the special guests of the events, even if it was raining, it didn't even matter to them. Everything looked fire so far. And, you know, shout out to all Olympians. Shout out to, you know, our team, Team USA. They've been putting some medals on the board. So, you know, keep on going, y'all. This week starts the medal games when it comes to basketball and sports. Shout out to the ladies. Y'all been holding it down and still holding it down, kicking ass and taking names. So, Olympics, once again, I appreciate y'all for just putting on for the culture, man, because once again, I made sports look like the runway, Met Gala type shit. So, once again, salute to that. And let's jump into, you already know, your favorite part of the show. So with that being said, is your favorite part of the show is fashion and clashing. By now, if you don't know what fashion and clashing is, fashion. You like the look, you think it's dope, it's something that you could put in your closet, it's fashion. You ain't liking it, you don't appreciate it, it's questionable, or you would never wear it, get it out of here, then it's clashing. Let's look at today's first look.
Fitz from the streets, who I have a pleasure of speaking with.
And it's your boy Rye USA, man, from New York.
Let's go, Ryan, man. I see the look. Talk to him.
Today's some comp shit.
All right.
Supreme tee.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some denim tier shorts.
Right.
I got some fucking awesome socks.
Right.
Some bricks.
Okay.
A little cardion.
Right.
A little Eliante.
Yes, sir.
Louis shade.
Okay.
Little fitted.
Right. That's the most important piece coming from NY right there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
have to keep it. I mean, I'm in Philly right now, but I had to keep it.
Okay, this right here, I guess is safe, but to me it's real normal. Generic, hype beast-ish, Supreme, denim tears, Ricks, and those Ricks are kind of nasty, my boy. Those are furs. Either keep it classy or don't do them at all. So I'm gonna go clashing on this one. I just think the effort could have been a little bit more. I know he's from New York, but not this go around. Sorry, my guy. Let's look at the next look. Okay, I'll take my time with this one. First of all, before we go too far, it's clashing. Right? So the outfits in itself, if it wasn't so questionable, would it be fashionable? I don't know if it was a pants or a skirt, shoes, shirt with the tie. The hat kind of threw me off. Her tie was fire, but it looked like they were kind of wearing kind of the same aesthetic of bottom. So, yeah. I don't know. It's not my lane. Me personally, like, once again, it's going to be clashing. If you feel different, You know where to comment down below. And I guess you could discuss or explain your reasons why. Let's get to the next look because I ain't got much more on this one.
Fist from the streets, who have a pleasure of speaking with.
C.
All right.
Roxy.
Okay.
And we're from DC.
For sure, ladies. I love the looks. Y'all explain them.
Thank you. So this is our collection that we're dropping called Rocks and C.
All right.
Collection.
Okay. For sure.
So, coming soon.
All right. Can't forget the details, though. The glasses, you know.
Okay, so these are Balenciaga.
Right.
This is Rocks and C. This is just, I got this hoodie from Amazon.
Okay.
These are, shoot, I forgot the brand. I'm sorry, girl. If you see me, you know where I got these from.
Right.
And then, yeah, I'm just me.
Can't forget the hairstylist either. They got you on point.
My mother does my hair.
Shout out to moms.
Yes. Okay, so I got on the New York Yankees cap.
Okay.
I love my New York Yankees cap.
Right.
Beyond Measure.
Shout out to Beyond
Kelsey.
Measure. Okay.
Yes. Roxy with some regular black socks and off-whites.
For sure.
And I think these are called Murray. I'm not sure.
Yes. Can't forget the nail tech either, though. I see the details on the nails. Y'all out here going crazy.
Period.
Look.
Okay, so now, for some time, I've been hearing DC chicks could dress and DC this and DC fly. Y'all confused me in this one. She was damn near half naked, and then the other one had on a hoodie with shared underneath. The bow tie in the back threw me off. Nothing about this was fashionable. Let's keep it real, man. This shit was mid at best, and it's gonna be clashing. I don't know what's going on this week, but we got a lot of clashing going on. But you gotta choose a weather. Either hot or it's cold. This whole outfit is cold. Clashing. Let's see the next look.
Fist from the streets, who have a pleasure of speaking with. Come on, Gunner, man. I see the look. Talk to him.
Today I got this Snoop, you Tommy on. All right. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Drop. Go get it. Okay. I got the blue marble pants. Okay. Crusted slacks. Right. And then I got the little Vita. Yes. You know, I've been coming with these every color line.
Okay. So, and Gunner, how would you describe your style?
For sure. One.
Now, my boy Gunner, I get it, Gunner. You lost the weight. Got the crop shirts. The little beat up undershirt. I don't understand why. The sneakers are real bad. It doesn't match anything on the outfit. And just because you're a star doesn't mean you get away with everything. And over here, let's talk fashion. You're not going to get away with that. And that's clashing. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, my brother. I've seen you with some fire fits, and it's just this one isn't it. Next go around, maybe, step out with something a little better. This one right here particularly is not it. Next look, please. Okay, now this one right here, I like this. I'm a fan of corduroy. He starts off with the corduroy hat, and then he has like kind of like the bowling team shirt, cool, calm, cozy tee underneath, trousers, the pants and the sneaker combination. One is all, but I could do a replacement of the sneakers and the outfit to just be fine. Maybe a hit of red or something like that in the footwear. It'll made it bring it back together with the hat. But on this one, I'm going to give it a fashionable comment on this one. Because compared to the other shit that we've been seeing earlier in this episode, it's a little bit out of pocket, but there's room for more. Roll to the next look, please. I could see where he went with this one. This one was like some grown, and sexy, old money type aesthetic. And I like it. I'm going to go fashion on this one. Because it's not all times that you get to wear sneakers and, a t-shirt or a jersey and a hat or something. Sometimes you just got to be an adult. And this is a real adult fit, and he did have accessories, rings and things that go along with it. That kind of completed the look. So I'm going to go fashion on this one. How many looks we got left? Oh, we got one more left. Okay. Let's take a look.
I am so pretty. I work really hard. I am so pretty. All the bitches broke my car. I am so pretty. I know the loser war.
Let's take a look. Okay, this right here, another good one. She gave adult swag, but she kind of showed you that you can switch up just your hat alone, and the actual outfit doesn't lose anything in its effort. And this right here, once again, I think is fashion, and yeah, she did a great job on that one, man. So, that's it. That's what we got for the week. Damn, that's crazy. We had a real bad week. We had a lot of clashing going on here, man. Y'all got to do better with some of these looks, man, because I know y'all be here. You know what? Don't even discuss it with me. Y'all go down to the comment section below, read it, comment, like the looks, share it to somebody, tell a friend to come. Let's talk fashion. How about it, JBT? And yeah, that was a quick one, but there'll be more, man. It's your boy Reemo, aka Mr. Riche Threads. Follow me on all socials. And I'm out of here. Peace.